If you have plans to start sewing or fashion designing in 2026, or you want to resharpen your skill or anything like that, then this video is for you, because in this video, I'm going to be telling you 5 things you must know before you start out that journey as a fashion designer or as a sewist in 2026. So if this video is for you or you have plans to do any of these, keep watching this video and let's get right into video. Hey guys, my name is Lola Oluwashisi and this is my channel Lola Oluwashisi, where I talk about fashion, lifestyle and everything in between. So if you're seeing my face for the first time, welcome to the family and I hope you stick around for most of our videos. So I also have a second channel. It's an academy, it's a sewing academy where I teach you from scratch how to cut and sew. Very beginner friendly and strictly cutting and sewing tutorials. I also have like online classes, personal classes, and things like that. So if you know you're interested in all of that, you should also subscribe to that channel. The name is Zobel Academy, and I'm going to tag it somewhere in the description of this video. So without wasting any time, let's get right into the video for today. From the title of this video, you would know that we're going to be talking about things you need to know as a beginner fashion designer, or things you need to know before you start that your sewing journey you want to start in 2026. I just believe that if there are more people, not so many people will tell you this. I believe that if more people tell you what you would expect or things that you would see at the front, then you'll be more equipped and more prepared. And a journey that was supposed to take you maybe 5 years will take you half of that, because you're already well equipped and you know what you need to do before you step into that space or that industry. Now, this video is for whether you are planning to go to fashion school, whether you are planning to go and start as an apprentice, whether you are going to intern, whether you are self-learning, any of these categories, is then you need to watch this video. So the first thing I would say you need to know before you start as a sewist or a fashion designer is you need to define why you want to start that journey, which is basically what you need to do when you're starting anything. You need to define your why. You need to define why do you want to start. Are you starting out to do it as a business? Are you starting out for personal reasons? Because defining your reason why would actually give a clear vision and give a clear direction for you. Because somebody that is learning for personal reasons, learning to change your wardrobe, learning to sew for yourself, will be very, what you will do will be very different from somebody that is learning to start out as a business. Because what you're going to be learning, you're going to be learning the business part of fashion critically, if you know you are going to use it as a business someday. But if you're just going to use it for personal reasons, then I don't think there's any need for so many complexities compared to when you want to use it as a business. So knowing the why for starting the journey as a fashion designer is very, very important. Now, the second thing I'm going to tell you is you need to create a plan for yourself, whether you are starting in a fashion school, whether you are starting on your own as an apprentice. You need to create a plan for yourself. The truth is that what you research on your own is going to stick with you more than what anybody will teach you. I'll tell you this is the plain truth. It may just be difficult to research and do this and that, but it's going to stick with you more. When you teach you something, I teach you something, you go and do more research on it. What you read about, what you research about, you're not going to forget compared to what is just handed out to you. So I would say you should do a lot of research. And there's something I always tell my students, something I always tell people that are starting out is when you are starting out as a fashion designer, don't just jump into um sewing. Don't just jump. Just the first day you have carried scissors, carry tape, and you want to start cutting. You need to make your research and know the things surrounding sewing, surrounding fashion design before you jump into it. It's just like when you want to. Which example am I going to give? Maybe you want to cook. That's a simple example. If you want to cook, you want to cook one soup that you don't know about. You are going to find out what are the ingredients you need for this soup. How am I going to start this soup? What liter of this am I going to put to this? How many Maggi before you even think of starting that soup? It's the same thing with sewing. Instead of just jumping into carrying scissors and tape and sitting on your machine and start sewing, know things surrounding it. Know Take a pre-sewing class. That's what I'll tell people. I usually give pre-sewing classes. So take a pre-sewing class. Every single thing you need to know, the sewing terms, things you need to know, your fabric you need to know, the kind of machines you need to know, how to thread your machine. There are so many things you need to know before you start cutting and sewing. So don't just jump from stage 0 to stage 100. Follow due process before you start sewing. Now, the third thing I'm going to tell you is spend wisely. I don't know how to put this, but yeah, spend wisely. Don't be in a hurry to buy every single thing at that beginning. There are so many things that, as a beginner fashion designer, as a beginner sewer, you don't need. Is the plain truth, is the bitter truth. There are so many things you get that will be useless to you until you would need it maybe later, and then by the time you are needing it, that thing has already spoiled or that thing is already outdated. You have to get a new one or a better one. So don't be in a hurry to get every single thing. For the beginning, know the kind of machine you would need to get. You can get a tabletop machine, you can get an industrial machine, whichever one your finance can carry, but just make sure you buy the things that are only important for your stage. Don't just jump and get things that you know, especially if there are things that you know are going to spoil if it's not used. I don't know if you get what I mean. Some people go as far as buying, say, four machines, and then don't get me wrong, oh, please, if you know that you have the money and you can gather these machines, gather these things, it's very, very good to do that because all these things, their prices increase. But there are some things that you know we are struggling, and you know that there's no money for this at this particular time. I feel like you should channel that fund into getting the most important things instead of getting so many things that will not be useful to you. At the end of the day, you start selling off or start waiting years before you use them. So please make your research again, like I would say, spend wisely, know what and what exactly you need to buy before you buy them, before you start your journey. Don't buy unnecessary things. I feel like times are hard enough for you to be wasting money. But then again, if you have the money, please and please buy them. Now, the fourth thing I feel like you need to know before you start out your fashion design is the importance of community, the importance of an online or a physical community. Now, for me, the mistake I made when I won't call it a mistake because I feel like every situation or every experience we pass through is either a blessing or a lesson. So if it's a lesson, that's beautiful. If it's a blessing, that's beautiful. For me, when I just started out as a fashion designer or as a beginner sewist, I started on my own. I was learning on my own. I was using mostly YouTube, and because of that, I didn't really have people around. That's why I tell people that one of the most important reasons to go to fashion school is not necessarily to go and learn, because the truth is that what you're learning in fashion school, you can learn it as an apprentice. But one of the most important things you can get in fashion school is the gift of family, is the gift of community, is the gift of friends, is the gift of like-minded people that know exactly what you are doing. People that, as in, if you go to fashion school, you're going to have at least 10 people, at least, 10 people to talk to, that you will know that if you are stuck, you can call this person, you can call this person. So that's a beautiful place to build community. But if you are not opportuned to get that, then you should join online communities, you should join online platforms where you can see people and ask questions, because you can't do it on your own. This fashion industry, you can never be a one man army or one man mobile. You really, really have to find a community, find a place to belong. It doesn't mean if you don't see, you will not continue your journey as a fashion designer. But I'm just saying it gives you a plus, because what you try to figure out on your own and spend, say, 1 week figuring out, if you have like 5 people to ask that question to, it will take you way, way less time to figure it out. So please and please, it's very important to have a community. If you can afford fashion school, by all means. If you can't afford fashion school, find other creative ways to find a community. We have communities on Instagram. I have one on WhatsApp. We have on Instagram. We have WhatsApp. We have Telegram. We have so many beautiful places that you can find like-minded fashion designers like yourself. So please utilize it and grab it and just use it as much as you can. Let's go to the fifth and final thing I feel like you should know before you start out your journey as a fashion designer. This particular point is most especially important to those that are planning to start fashion design as a business. So please, as you are entering into 2026, as you are starting your fashion journey, don't wait to start. The mistake that most of us made, I don't think people will tell you this, but I'm going to tell you the honest truth. The mistake that most of us made is that we did not know about the business part of fashion early. So we waited to finish learning how to sew, although you can never finish learning how to sew, but waited to finish learning how to cut and sew before we went to go and learn the business part. I feel like if you are starting out in 2026, Your approach should be different. Please don't wait to learn how to cut bustier and all the things you can cut, and then you're not be like, I know how to sew now. Let me go and learn the business part. Please, if it is possible, if you have the opportunity, learn it hand in hand. How did they say it? Yeah, learn it side by side. So as you are learning how to cut and sew, be learning the business part. If you plan to use this as a business, please, it will help you. It will help you faster, especially for those that are going to be an apprentice. You're going to learn from someone. Please utilize the opportunity as you are learning how to cut and sew. You talk to your boss, talk to the person you're learning from, learn the business parts also. If you're in fashion school, if you're in a fashion school where you are blessed that they teach fashion business as well as fashion design, be very attentive, pay attention, and learn both sides. Very, very important. It's going to help you. Please, I'm talking from experience, so it's something that I feel like if I learned faster, I would have started the business part faster. I would have not just been sewing to survive, which is what 90% of tailors or fashion designers do in Nigeria. They sew to survive. So please and please don't join that percentage that sews to survive. Try to make sure you learn the business side as you are learning the sewing side. So those are the 5 things. Those are not all, but those are like the 5 important things I feel like you need to know before you start out that journey in 2026. And one bonus, let me just add one more bonus. Please document your process, especially if you are learning in the fashion school, you're learning as an apprentice, or even if you're learning on your own. Please document your process. It is very important. I documented my process as an advanced student, and I know what that's I know the benefits I got from it when it comes to my followers increase, my clientele base increase, and every single thing. So please document your process, if not for people, for yourself, if not for yourself, for people, for your clients, so they can see where you started from. And when I always use this lady as an example, she's on Instagram, on TikTok, she's even here on YouTube. Her name is Miriam. Maybe if I can find her page, I would attach it to this video. She documented her process when she started sewing every single thing from the beginning. And now, when we see the things she will make, we are wow, because it's like we were literally there when she started, and she's wowing us, making wedding dresses and really, really amazing things. So please document your process so that people can follow your story and connect with your brand when that time comes. So document your process by content creation, basically content creation. Please document your process. If you're shy to post, get somebody to do that for you. You don't have to show your face, although showing your face also helps build that brand trust. But if you know you are not good with that, you can learn. You know you're not good with content creation, you can learn or get somebody to do that for you. But very, very important. So I think that is all I have to say for now. If you know you are starting out, you plan to start out a fashion design journey in 2026, you can reach out to me via email, via DM, via this comment section for if you need help, if you need me, if you need to consult with me, just let me know and we are going to arrange that. I do that for people. If there are things you need to know, I can also share my own academies, template for you. If you're starting out as a self-taught fashion designer, my academies template, I can share it for you as a beginner. Just let me know if you need that in the comment section. And yeah, we have come to the end of this video. If you found the video helpful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like this video, and share to others. It may be helpful too. Let me know what other kind of videos you would love to see. And if you're interested in sewing videos, please click my sewing channel and subscribe and watch our videos. So yeah, see you in my next video. Until then, keep winning.